Okay, so today, I stated in the description below, I did come into the market late, but I still took my regular morning routine where I look for value area highs, value area lows, look for settlement, look for my ADR levels, and then more importantly, look for where volume was and where we were with the where we were with the last time we had some strong volume, looking from left to right, and also um, how the Heikin-Ashi candle format lines up with the volumes that I had. So I took one trade today. That was it. There was a good trade that occurred while I was setting up. As you can see right around here, we had this is the opening candle. I think I came to the market right around this part here, so I wasn't even looking at this candle here. This also looked very extended, so that maybe there were more sellers up here. By the time that I was done, I think on this price move it started moving, and that's what I was going to wait for initial balance, which is 630, which should be all of this here. I think this is a 1030 candle. So this is where the 1030 candle started. So all of this here should be initial balance. So this was probably the only good potential setup right at the morning because we had some nice rejection and then a sell-off, right? So probably looking into the 1 minute chart would have been looking for a doji candle somewhere around here, or maybe just take this engulfing candle and then take it down, aiming for these lows over here, which worked out pretty damn well. I also did get a pullback into this level. I'm gonna talk about this level here from the Heikin-Ashi standpoint. The first I'm gonna talk about my trade. So the level we got here was in Heikin-Ashi, and with some strong volume. I think this is the second strongest volume that we had in the day, and we came to that level. So I saw price was rejecting. So I took my entry here. I think I believe I took my entry at this close here. I don't see my arrow. I believe that's where I took my entry. This is what uh, VIX was doing. We were kind of not really bouncing out of this area, but we were in a demand zone. We were showing some wicks, but this is where I wanted to see price really reject. But I marked this area here, hoping that price would have started moving higher, but it wasn't. And Q was at initial balance low. It was looked like it was rejecting it, so I was looking for a retracement lower. So we're basically at some levels and looking like we were rejecting. Um, ES was at the 50% of the initial balance move, which I've seen work pretty well as far as holding price. But for me, after price slowly migrated lower and we went into our noon session, I kind of took my exit. We were into noon and then we had a 12:05 news, and well, I didn't want to get since we're caught in as I was in the middle. I didn't want to get caught into price reversing and then dropping, or price. I would have loved for price to just drop for me to take my exit. Cause I was about 4 points from my exit for my 2 to 1, and then this was my main goal down here, the 52.51 level. Uh, Basically, low of day. But I took my exit right here. As price started pushing back higher, I was not in favor of staying in this trade long. After price started to chop around, it just was not too keen. I think I entered when we got here. We got this push up, and I think I entered on this candle right here. So we moved about maybe 4 points, close to 4 points, and then it was 58. I wanted my exit, so that was my one trade, and that was my exit. So this Heikin-Ashi area zone that I drew. I'm gonna go to the regular charts, And let's see this one here. All right, so as you can see, we had some very strong volume right here. All right, very strong volume coming in around at this candle on the 5 minute. This is about 13,000 volume. Our opening candle was 10,031. This is the next strong candle here. This is 1168. So right here, you know, if I was able to have seen the entry while I was setting up, this would have been a good entry area, right? We're risking about 4 points, and then would have got that too, and then would have been looking to come right down here, which we did, right? Boom. Right, it's not that perfect, but right into that zone that I had, and then from there, volume came in, above average volume came in, and pushed price higher. So that would have been a nice play off of this here. Pretty damn good, right? Pretty damn good. Yeah, risking 4 by 8 to get it right. So basically a 4-to-1 play right here. This should have been a nice play. So, but I didn't take that. This is where my trade came in. My trade came in here. So that level that I got with a Heikin Ashi. Let's make this into a 5-minute chart, and let's get right into the Heikin Ashi here, and then let's zoom out. So this is where my level came from. So we had, no, this is not it. I can get rid of this. Alright, so this is where my level came from. We had this level here. This is this candle. This we're way down here at the bottom, right? This long candle, and then we had this strong candle here, and then this candle right over here. So I took the top of this Heikin Ashi candle and then marked it up to here. So this was the level I was looking for, and the reason the reason I'm choosing this is because one, this candle never traded up here. So it means, for me, it means that maybe sellers are still wanting price to come up, but it looked like we did it anyways right here, while I was still setting up my charts, and then we sold off. So when it happened right away, it sold off. I wasn't interested because, well, I guess this is considered a morning breakout, lower day breakout, right? Morning we opened up here, and then we broke out strongly, and then we retested and then pushed out. But usually these work well. These break and pullbacks work well on the breakouts. When they are come out of breakout, they also work well when price push down and then eventually come back to it and then move lower, which is what I was looking for here when we came to it. So I was looking for that price to move lower after push down, but we went from one level to the next level, level to level. So we really breached that level where I wanted price to go. So maybe I shouldn't have been too interested in it anymore. But the setup, the volume was so strong here on the 1 minute that, you know, I was looking for sellers to protect that level because the volume was so strong. That 13,000 volume was so strong that I was looking for sellers to protect that level. And I'm going to mark this candle here. I'm going to run it across. You can see what it looks like at the bottom. And we can see that price came, breached above it. Some strong volume came again at 1 o'clock, 1300 hour. To 1 o'clock, some strong volume over 5,000. And then I kind of stepped away. I was getting mentally blasted, just tired. But this worked out well. Even I drew my channel. This channel was already drawn. And price came to this level up here. Don't know where I got this level from. Really couldn't tell you right now. Might be a previous level. Okay, look, I came from this. Oh, it's from a prior low of day. We've been kind of respecting those, so maybe that's why I drew it. And looks like we came right to it, and we sold off. So this one here looked good, and the reason why that one had a great potential of playing out is because on the NQ we came to the 50% mark of initial balance, which also was the initial balance high on ES, and they were rejected, double top, sold off, came and sold off. All right, and then this for VIX, which we're trying to make sense of right now, is that VIX came to a level here and then reverse. No, but VIX, I couldn't make heads or tails of VIX. At this time, I wanted VIX to bounce a little higher, which was this nice square that we had here, but it came to around this level, which didn't look too pleasing to me, and then pushed up. So I couldn't catch that. I was away from the computer, mentally zapped, and not interested in the charts anymore. And then at the end of the day, we did get a nice quick double bounce. We had some strong volume that came in. Right here, some strong volume that came in over 10,000. Right, and my alerts were going off, but like I said, I was mentally zapped. We had a nice quick trade. Right, so 537, 543. It's about 5 points, right? And then, boom, right? So you got anywhere from 10 to 13 points, depending on how you traded it. And then we had a double top reversal. I saw this one here was more, I would have been more interested in, but we're going right into the closing of the day. But I would have had this, like this, and then I would have wanted it to come to this level because of that strong volume that we had here. Right, that strong volume that we had here, especially on this candle here, which I spotted. But like I said, it was end of day, and we're like maybe a few minutes from closing. But this is what I was looking for. Boom, boom, and then price held. But I couldn't stay in this trade even if I wanted to because the amount that you need to be in a trade overnight is just way too much. But price did sell off right away before that happened, before the 615, and then it's currently now trading below it. So didn't hit 2-1, but it did sell off and it's now holding. So we're going to see how price opens up tomorrow. We may get a different reaction. I do see some strong buying here, but we're looking like we're looking lower. So we'll see how price reacts.